Hello everyone, I'm Bra Mithra. Welcome to the pre-Gen Con Kingdom Death Monster update. Ooh, this is a good one. We're going to look at two things today. More than just the update itself, we're also going to look at the shop, the newsletter that went out, because there's other stuff that's in there that wasn't in the Kickstarter update. So we'll go ahead and look at that. Now, just for real quick, I took a break from playing Kingdom Death for a little bit, but I am still going to Gen Con. Still going to do all the typical Gen Con stuff, make videos and everything there. So I will be at Gen Con. I'll be wearing this hat when I'm at Gen Con, so hopefully it should be pretty easy to pick me out. But if anybody wants to stop by, say hi, play Kingdom Death, whatever, I will be there. The reason why I took a break from playing Kingdom Death and stuff, it's just been just a lot of stuff going on. I didn't Squire campaign, all that really burnt me out. On Mountain Lion really burnt me out. Editing the video, the episode has really burnt me out. There's like lots and lots of footage because everybody, and from the first episode for the Squires campaign, everybody asked me to include all the losses that I had to Mountain Lion, which I do have the footage of, which I've been trying to record or edit down and make it more light than it was, because I lost to Mountain Lion quite a bit. And when you lose back to back to back, reset entire campaigns, play it again, lose, reset entire campaigns, you get kind of salty in the playing the same monster over and over, a very random monster. So, it's just about trying to make the video enjoyable to watch, and listening to myself back being salty and all that stuff. It was really graining on me. So, but it will be done once I get back from Gen Con. We'll get back into it. I'm really excited back to Kingdom Death. Gen Con has reinvigorated me to do all those things. So that'll be really cool. Looking forward to Gen Con. Hope everyone's looking forward to Gen Con. Let's go ahead and jump into these updates. So we are off to Gen Con 24, or 2024, and we'll be excited to see you there. We have Biomech Butcher, which is just a sci-fi line. They always do some sort of sci-fi release at Gen Con or something. I think last year was Sci-Fi Lucy. The year before was Urza, I think, or was it White Speaker? I forget. And then Aya was in Gambler's Chest. So we have Frog Dog and Ultimate Showdown board releases. These are on the shop right now. The Showdown board has gone up to $250. I don't know when that went up. I think it was at $100 during the Kickstarter. Then it went to $200 when they first had it started to get finalized, which I think was 2 years ago. So not last Black Friday, 2 Black Fridays ago in 2022 is when they first put the pre-orders for it because they thought they were going to have it finished. Then I don't know if it was available for the 2023 Black Friday, but I think it's gone up. It's now $250 regardless. But it is available. I don't know if this will ever get another print run, so I'm highly suggesting if you really, really do want it. It's really cool. I have mine. It's really cool. I showed it off in the live stream. I think it's really great. Mine's all finished now, so I can't wait to get back to playing with it in videos and stuff. So Frog Dog is also available now on the official shop. So Frog Dog is great. I haven't played it yet on the channel, but again, I was just in a Kingdom Death break for a little bit, but I am coming back now. I just needed some break. I've been doing Kingdom Death consistently, for 4 years now? 3 years? 4 years, I think. So these are great. I highly suggest the Showdown board is the one I don't think will ever get another reprint. Don't know, can't say, but I would definitely say if you're even considering it and you want it, I think that's Frog Dog will always see more reprints and stuff eventually at some point, sometime. I don't know about Showdown boards, so I would highly suggest that. Then we had development. Things are getting there. Anna and I had to pause writing for a bit while preparing for Gen Con. The playtest team has been focused on testing for a final round of balance on each monster level for the upcoming monster expansions. With the introduction of Gambler's Chest, and since all our content is compatible with each other, there sure is a lot to test. Unsurprisingly, we ended up giving everything plenty of TLC, and I'm confident it will feel right. I've been hammering out the details of the box inserts, and we are planning to start sending chunks over to the printer before August is over. So, this is what the same thing that was said last year at Gen Con. So, let's say they get their printing stuff over to the printer right around Gen Con. So when I say last Gen Con, that was Millennium and Black Knight, which went off right about... Millennium was a little bit later, but then there was some issues for color backing that they had to correct and stuff. But then we ended up getting best case scenario. If everything is finished, it doesn't sound like it is since they're still playtesting. Best case scenario, if this went into production at the end of August, we would get it in December or January. Paper Factory is pretty backed up, and we're still looking at long shipping times. It's casting a bit of storm cloud over when things will be finished and ready to fulfill from our regional warehouses. But without any solid timelines yet, I'm choosing to remain optimistic. So optimistic would be January. That's if it went into production right now in August at Gen Con. Like last year when I was at Gen Con, and I asked about Millennium Butcher and I asked about Black Knight. Those went in right as soon as they got back from Gen Con, like right around the end of August. Then they had a printer issue, and then we got it in like January. So, optimistic. I don't even think January is optimistic because they're saying they're still playtesting. So, I don't think we'll be seeing the Pariah. Oh, on the miniature front, the two Pariahs, normal upside down, the upside down survivors, Parasite Queen, illuminated men and women, and Screaming God armor kit are all engineered and are in the queue to be tooled. So the plastic isn't even done for these yet. So, I don't know what optimistic would look like, but I'm saying, I don't know. I'm saying quarter 2, 2025 is what I'm feeling. Quarter 1, 2025 would be great, but I would think quarter 2, 2025 is now optimistic. KDS. As we work towards more automation, we are entering the phase where there are less nuggets that could be sliced off a presentation. Kingdom Death is a very interconnected game, so in order for a part to function in its entirety, a lot of other parts need to function. We are shifting into a phase where, beyond stability pushes, it's unlikely we'll see new demos of features as we work towards more fleshed out overall automation. So automation is great, fleshed out automation. This month we have released the Echoes of Death 1, and I gotta say, their transition into low poly models look fantastic. We've also supported them with weapons swapping, added more weapons that work with swaps, and future-proofed the entire process a bit, so that's always good to know. So when we unveil the Gambler's Chest expansion in the sim, we can support all the new weapons for swapping as well. Gambler's Chest has like 30 of these narrative minis. So having weapon swapping and all that's a big task. The latest feature the team was demoing was a crafting function for the settlement locations. Looks pretty cool, but not ready for prime time yet. So there's crafting for the settlement locations, crafting and Black Friday. I don't know if this means maybe they're trying to get this out for a Black Friday release for the sim, a big Black Friday update. I don't know why it says crafting and Black Friday here. Just recently the team previewed for me their take on quick crafting from settlement locations. We discussed the nuance of resources on the table and the natural way of players in the physical realm stay organized. So now thinking about perhaps a settlement playmat, which would be amazing even in physical version. So the sim can better understand what cards are in play for that phase, which would be great. The innovation deck has always still been a little bit wonky even when I've played it. I've streamed a lot of the sim. I enjoy the sim. It's just the innovation deck is really wonky. It clones innovations, put innovations in the deck that you didn't have, constantly put stuff in not just your deck, but your settlement actual innovations. So, or not the innovation deck, the settlement innovation deck, not the ones that you have, because those are written on the sheet. I meant the ones that you draw from, like your settlement deck, not just the innovation deck that's in the box. So, still work in production, so nothing to share yet. At this point, I suspect there'll be a push of features for Black Friday and less live previews to lead up to it. So there's Echoes of Death 1, great. the strain system, the fighting art system. This is all really great, really cool stuff. Glad to see Echoes of Death in there. So, Echoes of Death, I've already talked about that. I've used Echoes of Death and all kinds of stuff. We don't need to talk about what Echoes of Death actually is. So there you can see swapping out here. So that's Zell's weapon, which is really cool. So, unfortunately, there won't be a community Q&A this month. So busy juggling Gen Con prep with Dev that I haven't had the opportunity to sit down and look at everyone's comments this month. Definitely go and give them a look. Have bandwidth for it. So, perfect. Let's go look at the actual news of Death, which this is on the actual website, the actual Kingdom Death shop site. So, this is the Frog Dog leaping into your region. So this is where it just says Frog Dog. This month, instead of a sale from HQ, we shipped out our monthly sale to your regional shipping partner. HQ is empty, and Team Death is roasting in Indianapolis, getting ready for Gen Con 2024. So that's what Gen Con is. They're preparing for it. No one's in the HQ, which is all perfectly fine. It means things might ship out a little bit later. Now, I'm going to Gen Con. We saw Willow was on the shop. Willow with a new novel proficiency and a seed. I've discussed Willow before with the beta, the sword. Novel Sword is sick. I really like Novel Sword. It's really cool. She was released, and then I think that was the only thing besides her Frog Dog and the Showdown board. I think she was the only thing. I don't think there was a beta or anything. So I'll probably... I don't know what I'm going to bring to Gen Con. I've thought about bringing stuff and try to live stream, but I don't really want to live stream a hotel room and stuff, or live stream on the press Wi-Fi at Gen Con. I don't want to do that either, but I could bring my webcam and record just like this onto my laptop, and then I could talk about the stuff that was released at Gen Con, so give thoughts about it. Maybe I'll do that. I just got to get everything, but I think I'll be able to see Willow. Worst case, if I don't do that when I go to Gen Con, I'll probably have Willow by the time I get back, and I can just record right when I get back, too. So, hopefully she's there. Whatever other stuff comes at Gen Con, I don't know. 15th anniversary was teased. It's supposed to be there. So, there's Frog Dog. Really cool stuff. Here's the new Willow seed pattern. Ultimate Showdown board. Very cool stuff. Card sleeves, again, all this stuff. Sim, this was the same exact thing we just read on the Kickstarter update. But here is the other... Let me look here on... So see, new hard plastic. Just Frog Dog and Willow. Ultimate Showdown board. So that's it. All the other things already were released. Zelda's already released. Elsbeth's already released. Black Knight's already released. But these are just regional new releases. So there's the Gen Con booth. As you read this, Team Death is sweating through our Gen Con setup. We're building an even more impressive booth. We're stocking the latest... We're stocking the latest and greatest products. So I think Willow will be there. That's why I said it. I'll pick up Willow there. We're prepping miniatures and more to make their Gen Con debut. That's where I think... Well, that's one for the Butcher that was already showed. But I think 15th Anniversary Survivors, I think was shown last update. It was with the small... Well, not small, but the white box with the stars on it. I think is 15th Anniversary. Notably, we have added the Kingdom Death Simulator to our booth, and we have branched out to the event hall with our Kingdom Death Play area. Here, ticketed events of all kinds, sold out, will run all Gen Con long. Visit the event hall and strike a plunderous pose in front of the Black Knight's hulking remains. So, this is right next to the Kingdom Death booth. Well, kind of right next to the Kingdom Death booth. It's like right across. Say the Kingdom Death booth is here. It's like here. And in between is like a walking path, and I think like a kiosk. But other than that, like I think you can probably see them from the booth and the table, the play area. You can probably see them from one another. From what it looks like on the Gen Con map. Fans won't be at the show. Will not miss out. We'll bring you our Gen Con premiere minis to you in our post-Gen Con sale in August. Again, I'll do all that stuff. I'll be recording there. I don't know what's going to be there, but whatever I can get recording. So these event tickets that are sold out. Yes, I do have a ticket for an event. So that one's going to be tricky. I will probably going to do that one vlog style is what I'm thinking. So I'll talk about all this stuff. Hopefully I can do some recording at the booth. Hopefully I can do some interviews with Poots. Looking to do 2 interviews with Poots. I've already got everything all written out, designed differently this year. We're going to try something different. I know last year, combining them into one video and one session made it difficult, but this year I'm hoping to do one interview focused all on lore, spent a lot of time doing on that lore stuff, changed the approach of the interview, changed all that stuff, so make it more interactive, all those things, and then we'll do Q&A, just questions and answers, which a bunch of questions I've already been taking, and looking on just Reddit, all those places where people ask, like, what's the future of this, all these things. So I've put together all those community questions as well. And maybe in addition, I can get some maybe new, if there's a new demo there, hopefully I can get permission to record it. There's also a special event that takes place in the play area. I do not have tickets to that one. They sold out very quick. There's only 12 tickets available. I tried to get it, couldn't get it. I did get the session right before one of those on one of the days. So I will be there when the thing starts. Hopefully I can get permission to maybe record. Again, I don't want to record the whole thing. If I can, if I can or can't, we'll see. But I'm going to do my best. So, again, if you see me at Gen Con, I still have tokens from last year. I have some new tokens as well. So if you see me, you can ask me for stuff. I should have them, maybe, depending on how many are available, how many people want to talk to me and all that stuff. So let's go down one last thing. Here it is, the Expansions of Death painting contest. So this is a new painting contest. Gambler's Chest painting contest results will be coming to you mid-August 2024 after our triumphant return from Gen Con. Please stay tuned. This year's painting contest was a veritable powerhouse of inspired, stunning paint jobs, and we're endlessly grateful to our participants. And we're also thrilled to announce the Expansions of Death painting contest. So here's all the, it looks like any of these expansions, you can do any of these things, armor kits, narrative minis, anything on there, as long as it's not from Gambler's Chest, it looks like. So Black Knight, Dragon King, Dung Beetle, Flower Knight, Frog Dog, Gorm, Green Knight, Lion God, Lion Knight, Lonely Tree, Manhunter, Slenderman, Spidicules, Sunstalker. Some of these, like for Lion Knight, for example, and Flower Knight, some of them don't have armor kits in them, but they do have gear for the old armor kits from the base game. So I'm assuming those are also probably fair play. That's why it says armor kits. So that's really cool. And then the typical thing here, Gen Con, or the Community Spotlight, got dog here from Mumford. This is from Sixth, which is a board. This looks really nice. Board's really good. Boards take a long time to paint, but they look great when they're all painted up. So that's Sixth's board. This is Bender 82's Zelda. Zelda's really cool. And then Meet Me at the Table. I forget. I think it's Bernd. I don't think he's played it yet. I know I was falling behind. I just needed a break from Kingdom Death. But I'm coming back. I'm going to do it. I'm going to maybe do live streams and my seasonal stuff and the Squire campaign because I really want to get back into playing. I just needed a break. I think I may also start doing other games too because I've been playing other games. I just don't record them because, it's always iffy. I always worry about uploading other stuff when it's not just Kingdom Death. But let me know if you'd be okay with seeing me play other games because there was other stuff I do. I know that the lots of other games I could have played. What was it I had gotten? Like Oathsworn. Like I had gotten it. I haven't played it yet, but I do have that. I just haven't. I was playing Madara and stuff. So, but yeah, I don't think Barrett's played Frog Dog yet, but I know Deno has. Deno is a champion. The amount of campaigns that Deno is able to do is crazy. And Deno's really, really good at Kingdom Death. He's really good strategic stuff, strategic builds. Rolls, he's the exact opposite of me when it comes to dice rolling. So if you need Frog Dog playthrough until I can get back from Gen Con and actually start recording it, I would suggest you check out these two channels. So, with that is the end of the Kickstarter update for our pre-Gen Con. So, thank you so much for watching. Lots of stuff that I hope I can get done as soon as I get back from Gen Con. So, I'll see you after Gen Con.